Hello and welcome back to How To with Melissa's Magical Creations. I'm Kathleen, and I've got to say this is going to be a really quick, not a how-to, but just a little announcement. We have reached over 100 subscribers, so yay, that's awesome. I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. So I did say once we reach 100, somebody's going to win a contest. So my 14-year-old was telling me that maybe what the contest is going to be is the first person to make a comment under this video. That's the winner. So the very first person, as long as you're a subscriber, who makes a comment, that's the one that's going to win something. We've already got it picked out. It's awesome. It's going to be a surprise when it gets to your house. So I'm not going to let you know. But I know you're going to love it. I know you're going to love it. So all you have to do is make a comment. Whether it's something you would like to see in the future, a video you would like to see in the future, or any questions about some of my products or anything like that, or even just a hi, how you doing, whatever it is. And I do apologize, I'm looking like this today because my face, for some reason, and I'm thinking it's because, of course, we're under quarantine right now, so I don't get as much outside air as I should, even though I was going outside just to sit on my porch, go on the back, tinker around in the yard, things like that. Last weekend I did go and, let me turn this down, I do apologize. Okay. Last week, my 19-year-old dug some holes for me so that I could plant some fruit bushes, and I did get one bush planted, but then something told me to stop. And I was a little surprised because last week was awesome. Like last weekend was so wonderful. It was almost 70 degrees and I'm in Northeast Ohio. So we were taking advantage of that. Got, some dream catchers hanging. I'm sorry, not dream catchers, wind chimes hanging up outside. Got the porch cleaned off really nice. Chairs and things out there. Just waiting for the last frost before I put some house plants out there and before I put my seedlings in the ground. But I stopped because I always listen to that voice because it never steers me wrong. And I'm so glad I did, because yesterday my 23-year-old was taking me somewhere. And on our way back home, I was looking, it was raining. But then I saw the rain change a little. And I'm staring at the windshield, and he kept cutting his eyes at me like, what in the world is she doing? It's when we pulled up to the house that I stared and stayed in my seat to stare. And I said, that looks like wet snow. But it was warm. It wasn't cold enough for snow. So I dismissed it. I thought maybe I was crazy. Nope. Woke up this morning to a blanket of snow on the ground. So I'm very glad I did not plant all of the bushes. The one that I do have out there, I'm going to cover tonight because the snow did melt. So I'm going to cover it tonight since it's already in the ground so that it doesn't go into shock and die. But that's what I was doing. I haven't been outside because it's been cold, and I still need to just go outside anyway, because if I don't get outside air, like as fresh as you can get nowadays, I break out, and I've been breaking out really badly. Plus I didn't do anything to my hair. I was working on my book because I'm almost finished with that one, and then I have to get the second one at least halfway finished, and then I have to get the third one at least a fourth of the way finished. So that's how I do things. I never just do one thing at a time, or my mind would just go crazy. Sorry. But what I was doing is, of course, working on the books. I'm making dinner, and I'm also coming up with some things that I'm going to make. I did make a couple more candles because I have a couple more orders, and I started work on a very large dream catcher. that I have to, finish up. But I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to start showing you how to make cold press soap. Cold pour soap. And one of my products is going to be for the soaps, of course, because I have a lot now. But I'm going to start working on a peace and tranquility soap to go along with the bath set. And I'm also going to work on my gold manifesto. So for that, because I had no idea what the money to, manifest money, to bring in money. Just like you have your vision boards, people manifest it, you speak it out into existence. So the soap goes along with, of course, the candle, the Florida water, the bath soak. So now it's going to be a soap that goes with it, but that's not going to be for another 5 weeks because it takes about 4.5, 5 weeks for it to cure so that you can use it. But that's coming. That's in the works right now. But I didn't have a name for it. So my 21-year-old was saying something about gold, or gold money or something like that. And then one of my BFFs, Franny, hi Franny, she was talking about manifesto, something with manifesto in it. So I was thinking like, wow, both of those sound awesome, putting it together. So I decided to use a little from this and a little from that. So thanks to Kyle and thanks to Franny, I have Gold Manifesto. So we're going to use, that's what the money manifestation kit is going to be. And, I'm going to be doing that work. That soap. And, of course, the soap for the peace and tranquility. And then I'm also going to start working on, because a lot of people have been letting me know that it's hard for them to remember things. Some young and some old. Some people are saying that it's hard for them to retain what they're studying because they might be in school, like in college or nursing school or, even a trade school. It's hard for them to remember and retain what they've been taught. So I have this awesome oil. It's an essential oil that I was gifted by LaShonda Edwards, the Charming Goddess is her channel. She is wonderful. Like, oh my goodness, she's just awesome. And she gifted it to me, which was really like beautiful. I like blessings upon blessings upon blessings to her because she deserves it. She's an awesome woman. She's very giving. She's very intelligent, very knowledgeable about a lot of different things. So I have left her link in one of my videos before, but I just wanted to shout her out because when I got the package and it was coming up the stairs, I could smell the package. Like, it was such a clear and strong and crisp scent. It just awakened all of my senses. Like, I've been suffering with bad sinuses all of my life. Well, I can't say that, but all that I can ever remember. It cleared my sinuses before I even opened up the box. And she gifted me with so many different things, and I thought it was just awesome. So I'm thinking to use that because she did gift that to me to use as I wanted. So I'm going to use that oil, and I'm going to create another package to help people remember, retain, understand, comprehend whatever it is that they're trying to learn, especially if you're in school, if you're at work and you have to learn a new system, or if they're converting over to something different. Sometimes you have to go through training, and I know I just did it. And in all honesty, there were some things I had to ask over and over again, and that's not like me. So I knew something was wrong. So I just figured, okay, something's got to give. I got to do something about this. I can't keep doing this. But thankfully, I was able to get over that. But some people can't get over it as quickly. So that is going to be another package that's going to come up. So you guys give me an idea what I can use that I can name that package to help with your mental clarity and your cognitive skills, just to get it back to where it should be. That's just an idea. And if I choose you and I choose the name that you gave me, or even if it's two names that I love and I splice them together, whomever it is that I use your idea, you're going to win a prize. So it's a win-win for me, and it's a win-win for you. But just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. I do have some ideas of what I'll be doing for future videos. There will be another video tomorrow. I also wanted to let you guys know that I am working on masks to help protect you from being exposed to the COVID-19 virus. If you have to go out, if you're an essential worker, if you are married to an essential worker, if you're in a relationship with an essential worker, if you're around someone who, might be compromised in their immune systems. I'm working on those. I've come up with a couple patterns, and I have to see which one works better, as in which one will actually cover and protect. And, of course, it's not going to be medically regulated, but as the government, as media, as your local and state governments, our national government, and the CDC and the WHO, which is the World Health Organization for those who might not know. Any protection is better than no protection, but I'm going to try and make sure that the protection that I have created works for you, because I'm going to be using it. My children are using it. They'll be using it. My husband, we're going to make sure. Friends and family, we're going to make sure. I want everyone to be safe. And as soon as I perfect the pattern, then I may do a video on that. Just depends on how long it takes me to create one. But I will be selling those. So if you have any, questions or concerns, or if you have anything you would like to order from me directly, leave a comment. But again, I want to thank you guys. Leave a comment. First one that leaves a comment, you're going to be the winner, because we've reached a little over 100 subscribers, and that's, to me, is just awesome. Now, we're going to do it, like I said, every single time we reach a new 100 subscribers, we're going to have another contest. Now, the second one, once we reach 200, it's going to be different than this one, of course, every time. So 200 is going to be different than the 100. 300 is going to be different than those two, 400, and so on. Everything is going to be different so that everyone has a chance to win. I want to make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity to win. But I also want to let you know that if you're my Facebook friend, I'm doing a contest on there too concerning this channel. That doesn't have anything to do with the 100 subscribers, but if you are my Facebook friend, get on my Facebook page. And once you've gotten on my Facebook page, you'll see my face for this page, but you'll see the contest. And that contest ends on Saturday, April 18th. So hopefully you'll be able to get on there, and hopefully you'll be able to get in on that contest. Now, another thing, if you're not my Facebook friend, it's easy. You can do it. Get on Facebook if you have a Facebook page, and just look for Kathleen Moran. I'm going to say it the easy English way because it's a Latin American name. And it's actually for the ones who are Latin American. My name is Kathleen Moran. But for those who are not and might not be able to understand it or say it, it's Moran. So it's just what you see when you're on my page. I think it's the same picture. It's the same picture for that contest, but it's my face with the quarantine, stay home, quarantine, circular pattern around it, because I want everyone to be safe. So stay home. If you don't have to leave, don't. If you do, just go where you got to go and come on back. You can talk to your friends on the phone. You can FaceTime them. You can, let's see. So FaceTime, you can do the WhatsApp, I'm sorry, not WhatsApp, the Duo. There's all kinds of ways that you can see someone and speak to them and not physically be in their presence. And I know it's not the same, but for right now it has to do because I don't want anyone to get sick. And since this is going on, we've got to be very cautious and take all precautions. So I just wanted to let you guys know I appreciate you. Get your friends and family on so that we can reach another 100, and then another 100, and then another 100, and so forth. Tomorrow I'll have another video uploaded, and I think I might do 2 because there's a couple things I was thinking about doing, but I'm now, it's a lot different now being at home all the time, especially with the kids. I have to help them with their schoolwork since we have to now be teachers too. But I give all shout outs and praise, and like, you teachers are awesome. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Oh my God, I could not be a teacher. But you guys are awesome, and I thank you too. So I'm going to go. I smell my dinner, so that means that it's time for me to take it off the stove. But you guys have a wonderful night. Stay smart. Do the right things. Do not go out gallivanting, visiting everybody, because you could be sick or they could be sick, and it's asymptomatic, which means no symptoms are showing. So you could be sick and not even know it, or they could be sick and not even know it. So just be careful, you guys. Be happy, be blessed, make the right decisions, and I will see you later.